You're sitting on the couch talking to a friend about wanting new running shoes, and the next time you open your phone, there they are. Ads for running shoes everywhere. Your phone is listening to you, right? Well, the truth is both more mundane and far more unsettling than you think. Because your phone doesn't need to listen to your conversations. It already knows what you want before you say it out loud. Before we dive in, please remember that this video is for educational and informational purposes only. AI is a rapidly evolving field. Always do your own research and think critically. With that said, in this video, we're going to break down exactly how AI systems collect your data, how recommendation algorithms build surprisingly detailed profiles of who you are, and what simple steps you can take right now to protect your privacy. We'll cover 3 key areas: what your phone is actually doing behind the scenes, how shadow profiles work, and why they're more powerful than wiretapping ever could be, and finally, practical moves you can make today to take back control. Stay until the end, because I'll give you one specific assignment that can make an immediate difference. Let's get into it. Let's start with the big myth. The idea that your phone's microphone is secretly recording your conversations to serve you targeted ads. This is one of the most persistent beliefs in tech, and I completely understand why people believe it. The timing of certain ads feels way too perfect to be coincidence. But here's what's actually happening. Researchers at Northeastern University tested over 17,000 of the most popular Android apps and found zero evidence of apps secretly activating microphones to record conversations. Not one. Facebook, Google, and Amazon have all denied it under oath in congressional hearings, and independent security researchers have consistently confirmed that the data traffic required for constant audio surveillance simply doesn't exist on your phone. So if your phone isn't listening, how does it seem to read your mind? The answer is that AI prediction models are just that good. Think about the running shoe example. Before you ever mentioned running shoes to your friend, you probably searched for fitness tips, browsed a health article, looked up the weather for an outdoor run, or visited a store that sells athletic gear, and your phone's GPS logged that visit. Each of those data points feeds into a prediction model. The AI doesn't need to hear you say running shoes. It already calculated the probability that you'd want them. And this is the first thing I really want you to understand. The actual mechanisms of data collection are far more extensive than a microphone. Your phone is constantly generating data: location history, app usage patterns, browsing behavior, purchase history, Wi-Fi networks you connect to, how long you linger on a particular post, what time you wake up based on when you first check your phone, even how fast you scroll past certain content. Every single one of these signals feeds a profile. Let me give you a concrete example. A study published by Stanford researchers found that with just 68 Facebook likes, an AI model could predict your skin color with 95% accuracy, your political affiliation with 85% accuracy, and your sexual orientation with 75 to 88% accuracy. 68 likes. Most of us have given away thousands of data points without a second thought. Now let's talk about something most people have never heard of: shadow profiles. This is where things get genuinely surprising. A shadow profile is a collection of data about you that a company builds even if you've never signed up for their service. Let me say that again. You don't have to use a platform for that platform to have a detailed file on you. Here's how this works. Let's say you've never created a Facebook account, but your friends have Facebook and they've uploaded their phone contacts, which include your name, phone number, and email address. Your friends tag locations they visit with you. They upload photos that Facebook's facial recognition system can scan. They mention you in posts. From all of this, Facebook can build a profile of your approximate age, your social circle, your political leanings based on your friends' activity, your frequent locations, and your likely interests, all without you ever agreeing to a single terms of service agreement. This isn't hypothetical. In 2018, Facebook admitted to collecting data on non-users. A European court ruling forced them to acknowledge this practice. And Facebook isn't alone. Data brokers, companies whose entire business model is buying and selling personal information, aggregate data from hundreds of sources, including public records, store loyalty cards, online purchases, and app usage. A single data broker might hold records on over 250 million Americans. Now here's where AI amplifies all of this. Traditional data collection just gathers information. AI connects it. Modern machine learning algorithms perform something called cross-referencing at scale. They take your purchase history from one source, your location data from another, your browsing habits from a third, and your social connections from a fourth. And they weave all of that into a behavioral model that can predict what you'll do next with startling accuracy. Your streaming service doesn't just recommend shows you might like. It knows that people with your specific behavioral fingerprint tend to binge watch on Thursday nights, are more likely to sign up for a premium tier after watching a particular genre, and will cancel their subscription if they don't engage within the first 11 days of a billing cycle. That level of prediction shapes every notification you receive, every email's timing, every thumbnail you see. And if you're finding this breakdown valuable and you appreciate this kind of clear, in-depth approach, a quick click of the subscribe button below is the best way to let me know. It helps the channel continue creating content just like this. Now let's move on to what I think is the most important part of this entire video. Let's talk about what you can actually do about all of this. Because knowledge without action is just anxiety. And the good news is, there are practical steps that make a real difference. First, audit your app permissions. Go into your phone settings right now, whether you're on iPhone or Android, and look at which apps have access to your location, microphone, camera, and contacts. You'll be shocked. That flashlight app does not need your location. That game does not need access to your contacts. Revoke every permission that isn't essential to the app's core function. On iPhone, go to Settings, then Privacy and Security. On Android, go to Settings, then Apps, then Permissions. This alone eliminates a massive amount of passive data collection. Second, limit ad tracking. Both iOS and Android now offer options to reduce ad tracking. On iPhone, go to Settings, Privacy, Tracking, and turn off Allow apps to request to track. On Android, go to Settings, Privacy, and select Delete Advertising ID. These won't make tracking disappear entirely, but they significantly reduce cross-app profiling. Third, be intentional about what you share. Every quiz you take on social media, every loyalty card you sign up for, every free app you download, you're paying for these with your data. Before you hand over information, ask yourself if the value you're getting is worth the data you're giving. Most of the time, it isn't. Fourth, use privacy-focused alternatives where possible. Browsers like Brave or Firefox with enhanced tracking protection, search engines like DuckDuckGo, messaging apps like Signal. These aren't perfect, but they dramatically reduce your data footprint compared to their mainstream counterparts. Fifth, regularly clean up your digital presence. Delete old accounts you no longer use. A site like Just Delete M XYYZ can help you find direct links to delete accounts across hundreds of services. Every dormant account is a potential data breach waiting to expose your information. Now, I want to be honest with you. Complete digital privacy in today's world is nearly impossible unless you're willing to go completely off the grid. The systems are designed to collect data, and they're incredibly sophisticated. But that doesn't mean your efforts are pointless. Think of it like locking your front door. It won't stop a determined burglar, but it stops the vast majority of opportunistic threats. Every step you take raises the cost of tracking you, and that matters. Let's bring all of this together. Here's what we've covered. Your phone almost certainly isn't listening to your conversations through the microphone. The reality is that AI prediction models are so advanced, they don't need to listen. Your digital behavior tells them everything. Shadow profiles mean that even if you avoid a platform entirely, data about you is being collected and connected. And there are concrete, actionable steps you can take to significantly reduce your exposure. Here's your assignment. Before you go to bed tonight, I want you to do one thing. Open your phone settings, go to your app permissions, and revoke location access for every app that doesn't absolutely need it. That's it. Just location permissions. It takes 5 minutes, and it's the single highest impact privacy action you can take, because location data is the most valuable and most revealing type of data your phone generates. It shows where you live, where you work, where you worship, who you visit, and what doctors you see. Locking that down is your biggest win. If this video helped you understand how AI data collection actually works, and you want to stay informed as this technology continues to evolve, subscribe to the channel. I break down complex AI topics in a way that's clear, practical, and hype-free. Every week, you'll get insights that help you navigate this new landscape with confidence instead of fear. I'll see you in the next one.